What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Aston Villa Liverpool FA Cup post-match analysis video. What did you think of the game, and especially what did you think of the Aston Villa youngsters putting Liverpool to a great test? In the first half, at halftime, many Liverpool fans, the players, and I think Jurgen Klopp were hugely impressed, but huge credit goes to the Aston Villa kids. The average age of Aston Villa's starting 11 was 18 and a half years old, and many of the players are still in high school. And can you imagine what it must have felt like for Barry, the 17-year-old kid who scored the equalizer for Aston Villa against Liverpool, the European and Premier League champions? I think that must have been absolutely incredible. I mean, if I think back when I was 17 years old, if I would have scored against Liverpool, my favorite team, I would have ran out of the stadium. The joy on that kid's face, and I was very annoyed by that goal, obviously, but you have to just appreciate the magic of the FA Cup is still alive in that moment, and I'm sure that the Aston Villa kids, the under 23 and under 18 players will never ever forget this day where they played against some of the best players in the world. And in the first half, Liverpool, I think, were too one-dimensional. We had Wijnaldum and Henderson with a not very creative midfield. Curtis Jones, I will give him the benefit of the doubt because he's just 19 years old as well. But Liverpool just tried crosses all the time in the first half. And yes, Mane scored from a brilliant cross from Neco Williams. So sometimes it works, but more often than not, it's too easy to defend against. And also, the Aston Villa goalkeeper, Ákos Onodi, who is a fellow countryman of mine, he's also from Hungary just like me. He made world-class saves in the first half and in the second half, so huge credit goes out to the whole Aston Villa team, because they had to play, of course, the youngsters, the kids, because 10 first-team Aston Villa players and 4 staff members tested positive this week, so they are in self-isolation. And the Aston Villa reserves and youth players made a really good account of themselves. And actually, Liverpool need to throw on Thiago and then Xherdan Shaqiri to change the game in the second half. And that just shows how hard it was for Liverpool to break down a very resolute young Aston Villa defense. Also, we have to talk about Rhys Williams. The defending before the Aston Villa goal was embarrassing. It was like Sunday League level, and that's why I keep saying that Liverpool must sign a centre-back if we want to win the Premier League title and the Champions League. We can't go into the second half of the season expecting Fabinho to stay fit. I mean, Fabinho played the whole game. That says it all, how worried Jurgen Klopp was of putting in another young player next to Rhys Williams, even against kids, and that says it all. I don't want Fabinho to play every single game for Liverpool between now and the end of the season. We need cover, that's the bottom line. Also, Thiago and Shaqiri, these are two of our most creative midfielders, and I really hope that both of them can now stay fit. Thiago just looks a better player than anyone on the pitch, including the Liverpool midfielders, and every time Thiago plays, it's such a joy to watch. He's an absolute baller. It's a pure joy to watch him play every game in the Premier League, even against Aston Villa kids in the FA Cup. And Shaqiri also, this man has been in and out of the Liverpool team with many injuries. I seriously pray that Shaqiri stays fit, stays sharp, and Jurgen Klopp can use him more often, because he unlocks any defense. And I'm pretty convinced that if Shaqiri was fit for the Christmas period, we would have found a way past the likes of West Brom, Newcastle and Southampton more often than we did. And I really hope that we can keep those players fit. Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain are our other two creative midfielders, especially Naby Keita. I think is brilliant as well, but he's also very injury prone. So pretty much I think the second half of the season rests on Thiago and Shaqiri. Can they stay fit? Fabinho, can he stay fit? And if Liverpool don't sign a centre-back, I think they make a big mistake. The second half was a much better performance. We created actually a lot of chances in this first half, but as I said, Ono, the 19-year-old Aston Villa goalkeeper, was brilliant. Huge credit goes out to him. I'm sure that many teams took notice of his goalkeeping. Second half, when Thiago came on, he just ran the show. From the first minute of the second half to the last, he was doing Zidane roulette and everything. And the passes that he attempts, they are just outrageous. This guy oozes confidence, oozes class. It puts a smile on my face watching this guy play. Even when I'm thinking about him playing football, it puts a smile on my face. And that's what football is about. The pure joy when watching a player play. I got this joy many times through my life, watching Steven Gerrard play, Fernando Torres, Luis Suarez, Ronaldinho in his prime with Barcelona. And the Liverpool goals in the second half were actually pretty decent. Mane scored an absolutely brilliant header into the top corner, into the far corner of the net. At first it looked like it was an own goal, but in the end, when I watched the replay, it was Mane's goal. And I think Salah's goal was also pretty decent. He scored between the defender's legs into the far corner. And I think goal scoring for Mane and Salah really do their confidence the world of good, and hopefully that gets them going again, because they both hit a pretty long goal drought in Mane's case, and Salah a smaller goal drought, but still you expected Salah to at least score a goal against one of West Brom, Newcastle or Southampton. And also the Wijnaldum goal was pretty nice when Minamino crossed the ball and Wijnaldum finished it. That was a very good finish. And it's weird because in the first half, like after the 4th minute when Mane scored, I expected Liverpool to score 3 or 4 goals in the first half alone, but we just didn't. We couldn't break down the Aston Villa goalkeeper, and also we were probably too one-dimensional with our play. And in the second half, we actually scored 3 goals in 4 minutes. That was the weird thing about this. And I think the first half, Liverpool took that personally, and the second half we really meant business. And I mean, we played Aston Villa off the park, but that's not like a big thing, because they are kids. The Aston Villa players are like none of them probably played Premier League football seriously before. And Liverpool had 18 shots just in the second half alone, 87% possession. That says it all. I mean, in the total, Liverpool had 29 shots to Aston Villa's 2. So if you just think about the scoreline and then you see that statistic, Aston Villa actually did very well with these young players. And also the 4th goal by Salah was very nice. The Mane goal was very nice. And Wijnaldum, I'm also happy for him to score, because in the first half he missed a very big chance. He tried to lob the keeper when he should have just side-footed it. And I think the first half's performance was also down to a little bit of complacency. I think Liverpool lacked that killer instinct. And against kids, Liverpool thought we will just cross the ball here and there, and sooner or later we will score. But in football, it doesn't work like that. Unless you put in absolutely 100%, you are not guaranteed anything, and even against kids. So I think that Liverpool took the game a lot more seriously in the second half. Firmino came on, he didn't do much, but Shaqiri got 2 assists, both the Mane and Salah goals. Shaqiri got the assist for that. And I mean, this guy is a bowler, just like Thiago. I just hope that he can stay fit. And any chance of Shaqiri getting sold in January, I really hope that this game puts an end to that. I heard some rumors that Liverpool might consider selling Shaqiri. I think if we sell one player, it should be Divock Origi. Again, he came on with 15 minutes to go, but he didn't really do much. Shaqiri, we must keep that guy, because honestly, he's exactly what Liverpool needed. A bit of creativity, a bit of guile. He did step overs, he went past people, he got 2 assists, and Thiago also was magnificent, but I already talked about that. I think Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool will be very concerned by the first half performance, but hopefully the second half gets the confidence flowing again. And Liverpool, I think they are a completely different team with Thiago in the team. We missed Thiago so much, especially in the past month when Liverpool, it felt like we hit a wall after the Crystal Palace 7-0 demolition, and I don't really understand where this came from. The Liverpool players, it looks like they lost confidence, our play became too one-dimensional, but I'm sure that one of the many reasons is we didn't have many creative midfielders. We didn't have Thiago, we didn't have Shaqiri, we didn't have Naby Keita, we didn't have Oxlade-Chamberlain in the team. When Oxlade-Chamberlain started against Southampton, I think he wasn't fully like match sharp because he hasn't played matches before in a long time, and Liverpool lacked a creative spark from midfield. But also Liverpool don't play the same way now, obviously, because Van Dijk and Gomez are out, and they are like the Great Wall of China at the back. When you have them, the midfielders can bump forward without a worry in their life, because they know that they have two of the best defenders in the world back, and they will sort it out if Liverpool lose the ball. And now I think the Liverpool midfielders are a lot more restricted, a lot more deep. Against Southampton it was pretty obvious that there was just such a big gap between Liverpool forwards and the Liverpool midfielders, because Liverpool were worried about the counterattacks. And I think that's where Liverpool need to figure it out in the second half of the season. But if we can, as I said, if we can keep Thiago fit, he will honestly transform this Liverpool side. And I really hope that he starts against Manchester United. The Man United game in 9 days now is absolutely huge. Liverpool will hopefully go in there with full confidence. Man United lost recently to Man City in the League Cup, so hopefully that their confidence is a little bit lower. Let me know what did you think of the game, the performance, and all the things that you want to share with me. Leave them in the comments below, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. See you later. Goodbye.